What's up, you guys? I'm philosophical. This is my channel. I was thinking this morning when I was having my coffee about how many people on YouTube have channels about manifesting, and they tell you to get up every day and write down things that you're grateful for, or make a focus board. And I feel like you're not that manifesting shouldn't be anything forced, really. Like, now that I'm at this level of awareness, your energy speaks for itself, because you know how we know everything is energy now. You could get up and write a list of 50 things every day that you says you're grateful for, but the universe knows whether you are or not. My mom used to get up every day. She used to try to get me to do this. And she used to get up every day and write a list of 10 things. She got that book, The Master Key, and it was about that, law of attraction and everything. Magic, he just said. And she used to write down things, and I realize now that she never once put my father on that list. And without him, none of those other things would exist. 111, she would write down all material things, but the man who gave her, who made it possible for her to have those material things, she never once put him on her list, ever. So, and she used to say affirmations in the shower. I used to crack up at her. She used to say them in the shower. My sister and I used to laugh at her, right? And I know what her intent was. Like, she was trying to pull in good things, like lottery and stuff like that. But she wasn't grateful for the things that she had. It doesn't matter how many times she wrote them down, because even when my dad would have slow periods with the roofing business, she would still shop. So she wasn't grateful. She wasn't grateful for the source of where that came from, right? So the universe knows if you're grateful for things, because it exudes in you. It's something in you. You say thank you for little things, whether it's out loud. The universe can feel if you're grateful. You can write down all the shit that you want. But if you're just bullshitting, anybody can get up and write a list and say, okay, I'm grateful for this, I'm grateful for that. But are you really grateful for shit, okay? It's not fair. He just said, oh, something may not be fair. On camera, no camera, and peasant, distribute, and peasant. This is what started. Only bad. So there could be somebody or some people that only experience bad people in their life, in their existence. With the alphabet, I pulled my pendulum on this, and I didn't realize what they were saying with alphabet. This is them letting me know about someone counting keystrokes, okay, with the alphabet. Sound, overwhelming, eye, this could be evil eye, you know what I mean? Like with the no camera, somebody may not want to be on camera, or this could even be somebody, don't they usually hack through cameras or something like that? Like your camera, hold on a second. Yeah, something, yeah. Somebody can't do this though. And this could be somebody who only experienced bad situations in their life, or have only been around bad people. If you encounter somebody that's a good person in your life, in this world, appreciate that shit. There's a reason. 333. If you have somebody that gave you advice or helped you out in some way, and you still want to do something to that person, then I don't even know what to say at that point. But this is what flipped out. This is why I'm saying this. This is what I flipped out. You are a solid individual. Like, I don't even think I could tip you over. This is what someone's doing this to. A solid person. I don't feel like somebody or some people ever experience a true solid. I mean, someone that doesn't have to say that they're solid. They'll show you that they're solid. Appreciate these types of people, okay? Because I feel like there's a lot of people, including myself in the past, that have had solid people in our lives, and we burn bridges. And then we'll wonder why we're by ourselves later in life and nobody wants to be around us. And it's because of all of the bridges that we've burned with solid people, and all of the ones that we built with those who did us dirty. Don't build bridges and build foundations with people who will backstab and betray you and try to break down the foundation of somebody else. That's a solid person that was sent into your life for some reason. Why would you even want to do something like that? Kiss, peasant, and limit. I don't know. There's a limit. I don't know. There could be a time limit. Whatever this is. Let's just get down with this, because somebody's just such a good person, you know. And I just feel like the universe are going, why? You know, maybe because somebody has an audience now. These could be people now that have like attention drawn to them. Or this could be you, that you have an audience. You probably have a split audience. You have some people that know you're a good person, and they're just not getting it. They're not learning the lesson in the situation. And then you have others. I mean, when you're a solid person, they're all going to know that you're a good person. It's just, do they like that or not? How could you not like somebody being a good person? Like I said, maybe even in like men, maybe even as a friend, because we talked about the jealous women, however they feel about a female that they never spoke to or don't even know anything about, but just by immediately looking at somebody or hearing somebody says a lot about how you feel about yourself. This could be the same thing with dudes, though. I don't know why I said it just for females. This could be the same shit with dudes, where if they know that they've only done bad things and they see somebody else not doing bad things, somebody could have been so like they could have had so many just bad and malicious and ill intent people with ill intent around them that they think that a good person is bad. It's really sad. All right, tell me about this solid person, please. Tell me about this. You are a solid individual. I don't even think I could tip you over. Yeah, somebody's stressed out about this, though. Maybe because this is also like reaping what you sow. This could even be you sitting there going like this. Like, I mean, why? This could be you. Like why I'm such a solid person. Why are all of these people wanting to do this to me? You know what I mean? Why would you want to betray a solid person? These are people who, like I said, have had solid people in their life, and they burn bridges with them. And this is why a lot of these people are surrounded by only people like how they turned out to be. This is reminding me of when I say, like, be careful of betraying everybody that was good in your life, and now you're going to be just left with a bunch of people that you can't even, you have to sleep with one eye open and shit, you know? This could be somebody that invested in the past in a lot of karmic energy. This could be a male who had karmic mother or karmic sister or something like that, so they don't know anything else. You know what I mean? This could just be a bunch of people. Unemployment. Somebody, all right, well, somebody could definitely be on unemployment and they could be stressing about money. Hold on a second. Yeah. Somebody just doesn't realize that they are a product. Because Rob said earlier, what is happening now is a product of your decisions made in the past. Somebody could even be a grandfather and still not learning the lesson. Like, somebody could literally be that old where they have grandchildren and they're still like, it doesn't feel like grandfather energy to me. This could even be your grandfather, like passed on, coming through and saying, you're such a solid person. I just don't understand why people are investing and trying to attack you, or even worse for some of you. What is this? They don't think you know that they took your money. This could be your grandfather coming through about some family members, possibly. Saying that he knows that some people took money from you. Yeah, officially. Hold on a second. Yeah, for somebody, man, this is your family members that took money from you, or that they tried to take money that he left you in a will. Burn notices. All right, well, somebody's about to get, maybe you're about to get a notice about this, but somebody may wind up, some of your family members may wind up going to jail for trying to take some money, because this is at the bottom. This could even be a sibling of yours with the Lovers here. Or this is two people that worked together to try to take some money that was left to you. Soulless being, I just saw. Detective is shocked at what they're finding out. Yeah, see, this is probably why you don't worry, because you're like, I mean, I already know if you were trying to take money from me that my grandfather or grandmother left me in a will, that you're being investigated for this. Candy, this could be someone's name, Candy. Or somebody could be trying to do this to you. Candy, hold on a second. Okay. Somebody's name is Candy. Somebody that you're with actually took your money. Uh-oh. Hold on a second. So whoever's name is Candy, Candice, I guess, somebody that you're connected to took money of yours. Do you know this? Divorce. This could be somebody that you're divorcing, or that somebody, hold on a second. Let me find out something. Tell me about this divorce. Okay, yeah. This could be somebody that you divorced, or somebody could have told you that they're divorced. Hold on a second. Hold on. Somebody's not divorced. This person is still married. Shit. Uh-oh. I feel like somebody's going to be real disappointed when they find this out. Just like candy, I can feel it when you walk. Even when you talk, it takes over me. This is like, hold on a second. Sin. It's a sin what this person does to people. Okay. Give me something here for this person, please. Driven to a different town to buy condoms. So I feel someone's with like a cheater. Probably a sex addict. If they're willing to drive to a different town just to buy condoms, I mean, at least they're safe, I guess, right? I mean, I guess let's look at the positive. You know how your girl likes to get down over here, right? But hold on a second. Somebody's got multiple people that they're dating. And I feel like somebody thinks that they are the only one, or the primary, or the main. This person's still married. It's probably a narcissist that has that harem garage, right? So if somebody's watching my channel and you don't know at this point what the harem garage, Harem, Google YouTube, narcissist harem garage, and you'll learn a lot about these types of people. Whether it's a male or a female, they do the same thing. They won't get divorced because usually they'll have to pay alimony or something like that. Okay, I've experienced this. I had to experience this with friends and stuff to understand this, so I could speak on this later in life. A narcissist will not get a divorce. They will hide from that shit. 1313. And it's because they like to have options. They're always an opportunist. So there could be, like I said before, there could be somebody that has a home, and then another one gives them their credit card, or another one pays for their cell phone bill. Or these are usually men that were so codependent on their mothers that some of these people, these dudes or women even, they still live at home with their mother, like late in life. And if they don't, it's because they found a female that has a home. And then when that doesn't go well, they will always wind up at mom's house. This sounds like this type of person. Let me get some initials for somebody here. Can you give me some initials, please? He's hollow. Somebody could be hollow. All right. Can you give me some initials, please? Some initials. S or E. This could be Sean. Oh, P or I. Now the initial for somebody doesn't have to wind up coming out here. They could just be taking me to something on Urban Dictionary. Tick. This person could have a tick, a nervous tick. Or this person, hold on a second. Yeah, somebody could definitely have a, so you may be able to tell that this person, if you wind up questioning this person, you may wind up realizing, because you could notice that they have a tick when they're nervous, like when they're getting caught. So pay attention to that. I also see with the PI and the detective, there's a private investigator watching something. Now, this could be a situation where someone's stressed out because they invested in coming for this Queen of Wands in the upright. You could be a fire, it could be a fire sign female, or this is just somebody who is confident, like somebody who won't get off the throne. Like this chick sits on her throne and you can't throw her off. So this person could be stressed out because they invested in coming for a solid female like this. And because they did this, they're getting exposed for other things now, because either they didn't know when to stop or they came for the wrong person. So yeah. What? Give me another card, please. P or U. P, U, U. Hold on a second, you guys. Bargain boot camp. This person could be cheap. Like they could be the type of person that can't really take care of another person the way that they deserve. Hold on a second. I trust this man. There could be a man that somebody thinks that they can trust. They put puncture up there twice. I want to find out what this means, because it's always something different. Sometimes it's tires, and other time it's people. Somebody flattened. This is the same person that flattened your tires. If your name is Candy, whoever this person is that you're in this relationship with that said that they were divorced or getting a divorce but lied, this person, if something happened to your tires, it seems like somebody, okay, that's what it is. They're a narcissist. Because I remember when I told you, when I first started learning about narcissists and how they will attack the person that they're with so that they can't leave and stuff like that. Like, they don't have the ability to love. They don't. So being in a relationship with someone like this will only take years off your life. Your health will be affected. You won't talk to your family no more. They want you isolated. They don't want you talking to anybody, but then they'll have all their friends around. It sounds like a narcissist. You're dating a narcissist. I mean, like a true narcissist, right? Not someone like a lot of us have narcissistic traits, but we can go back to being empaths, okay? That's the most important part. It's the only part of being a human being. This person doesn't have that. Yeah. If your tires were flattened, this person was responsible for doing it. I had a friend that did that to two women, a guy friend. Because I don't know, like if you like, these are the types of people where if you don't agree with them or you get into some kind of argument with them, it can't just be that. It can't just be let's cool off, let's separate and cool off. They have to get you back somehow. This is that type of person. Stanky pissy pussy. Uh-oh. Hold on. Hold on a second. Okay, clear. He could talk like this? It's not you that has it. This is how somebody talks about you to their boys. Yo, this person they don't respect women. And I feel like, I don't know, you could possibly be seeing this or something. I'm going to tell it again. Any woman that is with a man that is actively attacking another woman, you are with a misogynist. I am friends, and my best friend lives with me, and we used to date, and now we're back to being best friends. He would never even think, he don't even talk disrespectful to women. Okay? So if you're with somebody, whether it's a friend, a husband, a boyfriend, and they are doing things to a woman, you are dating or friends with a misogynistic male. And you'll never get out of that what you're supposed to. They will break you down and tear you down. And then when everything's gone, they will move on to someone else. This is how somebody talks about the person that they're with. Hold on, everything's falling on the floor. Maybe, oh yeah, I feel like someone's supposed to be putting an end to this. Someone is supposed to, maybe there's a possibility, right? Put your boundaries up with this person. Maybe this is a situation where there's another female that didn't know about how this is, right? Like how a lot of us females didn't realize narcissism and how deep that shit went, and how a lot of the times when things go bad in your life, they're secretly behind it to try to keep you needing them. This would be the kind of thing where if you broke up with this person, or you just thought you were like, I need space or something, they want to come in like the hero. A piece of work, he just said. All right? Someone's a piece of work. So they will flatten your tires so that you have to call them to come and help, and they will play hero. This is the same person that will help you find your keys when they're the one that took them. That's who somebody's with right now. I think this is somebody's ancestors saying, like, you've seen enough. This is somebody that's fostering loyalty to somebody who's not giving it back. You're supposed to be putting an end to dealing with this person. They're still married. So that would make you like the side piece. It could be a Leo you're dealing with, or this is somebody that you have to have the strength to put an end to dealing with this person. If this person created any kind of stress, if this is like, right, for you, this is because this person has only invested in karmic female energies, and this is why they don't like women. This is why. They probably had a mother, sister, exes like that, but it's because they're probably a male that's in that type of energy, right? Not able to love or fully commit all to one person. So they attracted those types of women, or if it's a woman, a man. You get what I'm saying? But when you are that, you are what you attract. You attract what you are. And so this person may have blamed everything on females. Be careful of somebody that when you're dating them, they talk about their mother, or they're always going to talk about their mother well, but you'll see how they really treat that woman if they ever bring you around her. This is the type of dude that will never, if he has a social media platform, he will never post pictures of you guys on there. It's strictly like the wife, and if there's kids, because it's a facade, it's a front they want to put up. This is the type of person where they will tell you if they talk about their exes, and usually these types do to try to make people jealous. They will always make them out to be the bad guy, like they never did anything wrong. This would be somebody that would say, yeah, my ex took everything when we divorced, and really, they're not even divorced, but they didn't have anything. I experienced this too with a friend of mine that told me he was divorced from somebody and that she took everything, and he had a $500,000 home and this, that, or the other. And then when I was roommates with him, he could barely keep his phone bill on. It's just actions speak louder than words. Okay. So there's somebody named Candy with somebody named Nancy. I guess these are females that your ancestors want you to know that these are the types of men that you're dating. Or if you're a lesbian, if you're, put it how it fits, but somebody's with somebody that is like this. This person, was not suicide. Somebody could have said that somebody died of a suicide. And it wasn't. They could have said that their wife... Hold on a second. Yeah, she did not die of a suicide. Okay, so this person could have said that he divorced this woman and stuff like that, and then she killed herself because she couldn't take being away from him or something like that. No, he killed this woman. And they were she wanted to get a divorce. I'll bet she, wow. This woman, my phone just lit up. His wife wanted to divorce him. And she probably didn't want to. And so he killed her. When this comes out, it's always because someone murdered this person. Somebody's with somebody like this. He murdered his wife. If you're with somebody who murdered their wife, they will murder you. This isn't somebody, I mean, this is somebody who possibly gave birth to his children and he murdered this woman. So I don't know what you think you're going to get out of this person. Let me see what my email was. Urgent matter. Yeah, this is urgent. Whatever this is, I don't know. Hold on a second. I got to ask something here. Uh-oh. This person... Oh, hold on a second. This person could be planning on doing the same thing to this woman. If somebody knows something about this, he may think that she's now like a threat. Primary. You are his primary source of supply. You are a narcissistic supply for this person. You could have the money, you could have the vehicle, you could have it feels very codependent. And like you don't know who you're with at all. You may be entitled to substantial compensation. You could have a lawsuit against this person if you really wanted to. Somebody took will money that was supposed to come to the person that they're with in a relationship right now. Someone's name is definitely Candy, and it's the person that they're with. Your grandfather. Did you even know that your grandfather left you money? This person took it. The one that you're sleeping next to. This person could have a bunch of kids, man. Hold on. I get you a property manager trying to get you to move. For somebody, it's the property manager, or they're connected to this property manager. You're protected by the universe. Yeah. Okay. So somebody still has a dingbat loser property manager that doesn't know when to stop. Yeah, target. Somebody thought that you were a target and you're not. Angel. This person acts innocent as well, but they did this to an actual earth angel. This is why someone is fucked. Okay? There's an earth angel here that's protected by the universe. They're not going anywhere. You can do whatever you want to try to get somebody to move. That's not your say-so. There's a property manager here. They could be a Leo, or they're just very arrogant, man. And they think that they have the right whether people stay there or not. You're wrong, bitch. Okay, we're just going to keep moving on that because you know that you're wrong. This person acts innocent, man, in the community. I feel like somebody smiles and, hey, let me play with the kids and da-da-da-da-da. This person's an animal. I think people know this, though. All right. Yeah, bully. You're trying to bully somebody out, man. But somebody else is like an intimidating force here. This in the upright highlights your ability to intimidate others. So this person thought that they were going to intimidate somebody to try to get them to move. But then they didn't realize who they were messing with. Let's find out who the person is that they're trying to get to move. Tell me about this person that they were trying to get to move that's protected by the universe. Tell me about this person, please. Thank you. Oh, they wanted to kick you out. They were trying to get you kicked out, man. This person has abandonment issues. That's what this is. If you're a female, if this is a woman property manager, they were abandoned. They feel abandoned by a father. If this is a male, it's the same shit. These people have abandonment. These people are assed out and broke because of this. Somebody can't even hold on to 15 cents at this point, damn it. Them and their whole crew. With the crew. Implementation. What's a synonym for that? Somebody was trying to like gather a crew to try to get somebody to move, only to fail miserably. All of these people now, because of this, man, all of these people are penny pinching now. They can't afford shit because there's people who actually got together and tried to do this. What would you do if somebody was trying to put you out on the street homeless? How the fuck would you feel about that? In what kind of world are we living in that people think it's okay, but then you're going to be cool with a roof over your head? That will never happen, especially if you're doing this to an earth angel. It's going to be worse for a lot of people. You just being on the street is not going to be the end of it. I promise you that. I want to see what... Execution, application, accomplishment, achievement. They can't achieve this though because you're protected by the universe. So all this property manager is going to do is keep putting one foot in the grave every time that he tries to do this shit. I wish this property manager would just be removed from life altogether. You see how I've been wishing shit, right? I wish that this property manager, man, would just be removed from society permanently. And I'm just going to leave it at that, and we'll see what happens. When they get bored, they like to do weird things. Yeah, these are the types of people where they can't just be. Their brain's always going, right? But it's always going in the wrong direction. These are people that don't know how to just sit and deal with the L, take the L, loss of anything. Like, this is why these people keep getting caught up in these karmic cycles and shit, and they can't get ahead. It's because you're attacking somebody that's a fucking good person. It's really that. It's just that simple, though. There is no like science to it. If you're a shitty person and you're trying to put a good person on the street, you will fucking fail. Do you hear me? This has never worked. Never. You guys just haven't done this to a good person before. You probably have done this to people who were just like you, and that's why you succeeded. They didn't have protection from the universe like that. Yo, with this shit with CERN, if you guys watched that video that I shared with what they're doing at CERN, opening up this friggin' portal to hell, when the first thing that I thought of that they put in my cranium was that dream that I had. There are going to be people, because they are opening up something there, and it's going to merge two realms, and it's not a good realm, all right? The first thing I said when that came on was, I think Stranger Things was a documentary. I think that's it. That was remember how it's like the government opened by accident this portal? That I feel like that building now in Stranger Things represented CERN, because we know now that they put messages like sociopaths, that the system will put messages and truth in the movies and the TV shows, and then they make us pay to watch it. This is how they capitalize off of it. But I'm telling you, that was a true story. They opened up some shit, and you're not going to be able to go back. You know what I mean? What do you do at that point where now you have all this, it's called antimatter, right? These people who are bad people are not going to have the protection from whatever this shit is that they are trying to open up. I think that dream was also generally like, good people who stayed good people that have this protection by the universe are going to see just how important that shit really is. Clear that for me, Spirit. Are they opening up a dangerous portal at CERN? Clear that for me, Spirit. Are good people going to be protected by whatever happens with this? You guys better get straight, man. And you better be legit with it, because I'm telling you, the universe can read your energy. If you're truly sorry for shit, okay? I don't repent. I don't believe in God and stuff like that, but I do believe that like you will be forced to change. You will lose everything and be flat on your face. I had to do it. This is another reason why the universe has me speak about it. Because I wasn't learning the lesson. I wasn't doing none of the shit that these people are doing. But I was just, I was more not good to my own self. But I would never do this shit to people. Never. You couldn't pay me enough. I have a soul still. You could damn well have already sold your soul if you're willing to do this kind of shit to dirty people over and over and over and over again. And I feel sorry for you for what's going to happen to you after you pass away. Tell me more about this, please. You go out of your way to create fake accounts. This is what these people put their time into. Somebody's again, paying more attention and putting more attention and more time into another person than their own life. I can't figure out how you guys are okay with this shit. Anyway, there's a few women, and I'm guessing that these women were attacking another woman or even just sitting by somebody who's doing something to a woman as a man, and they're watching this person do it. For you females, there's a few of you that are sitting next to men that either cheated on you or trying to kill you or stole money from you, and you need to stand up or you know, this is karma, I guess, for just standing by this man while he was doing something. Athletic. So you could be very athletic, solid, athletic, honest, gifted. You get a jealous woman with a dude that's trying to attack another woman. It's gonna show. I guess this goes back to what I said about how a woman feels about another one. It's not just how you feel about her if you see her by herself, but if you're standing next to a dude who won't leave a woman alone, okay, and you're okay with that, then I guess you fall into that category as well. How do you feel about yourself? Because a confident, strong woman would stand up and say, either I'm not staying here to witness this shit, I'm not gonna fucking help you do this shit. That's for damn certain. Because I know that as a woman, I would want to actually protect another woman. So this could be another situation like that. So this person who this chick's with, or these chicks are with, could have definitely killed them in a past life. And maybe this is why you were brought together with this person and then shown their true colors. It's so that you can cut soul ties. A lot of people think that it's love, and it's really not. It's a codependent soul tie. If you guys can't function, or at least one person, like if you both now can be together and then if you split up, you'd still be okay, that's not codependency. But there's usually one person, if not two people, when it's drugs or alcohol or sex. But a lot of times when it's material things, there's one person that has it and one person that doesn't. If you're with somebody who doesn't take care of their children, they're never going to take care of you. If they can't take care of their seed, do you understand? They can't take care of anybody. If you're with somebody who can't take care of their children and they can't take care of themselves, why are you with that person? They are a weight in your life. They are draining you probably of energy, of money. It's just, I don't know, man. I guess. Doesn't realize that you or someone else is currently mirroring their behavior. So if you're a Heyoka empath, you mirror people's behavior. This is for people who are new to my channel and didn't watch other videos possibly. A Heyoka empath mirrors the behavior of people around them. So if you get hyped up, it's because the person you're mirroring is like that. They could be faking it in front of somebody else, but you will pick up on their actual energy. So if you have people coming around you and you wind up getting all kinds of like mean and nasty, you're probably picking up on someone's energy that's near you, and they're going to have the balls to actually like say that you are like that. No, you are like that. When this person is by themselves, they're not like this. So this is what happens with families, with Heyokas as well. You will wind up mirroring behavior of people in your family, and then they will look at you and say that you have a mental issue. And then you'll separate from these people and you'll be a completely different person. And then now it's going to show, your energy speaks for itself, that you were actually picking up on the energy of all of your family members. So yeah, don't get it twisted kind of thing. Somebody was mirroring the behavior of somebody. Tell us about you though. You don't know this person. Huh? For whoever these dudes are, or whoever this person is that someone's in a relationship, like what's up with you though? Because it feels like somebody's real quick to judge somebody else or talk smack on somebody else. But what have you done in your life, huh? What are your secrets? What aren't you telling us? Somebody's an open book. They're authentic. Are you? Ian? So there could be an Ian. Tell us about you, Ian. Hold on a second. Criminal charges. Yeah, well. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Alright, what's up with Ian? Ian's experiencing judgment. There was a judgment call with this person. Ian, Look at this. This is a divine feminine, Libra or Taurus. That's very successful. So they could have talked a lot of shit on somebody that has a lot of attention drawn to them. These could just be a bunch of people, Divine Feminine, that you could have been around this person at one point and you mirrored their behavior, and they could have told people that you were nuts or you were mean or you talk a certain way. And then what the hell happens? You know what I mean? Tower moment. Now people could be realizing that you were just mirroring this person's behavior. You will have arrogant pricks like that and bitches that will literally come around you. See, but the thing is, they don't really talk about Heyoka empaths a lot. You have to actually look for this shit to get information. Most of us didn't even know who we were. We didn't even know. The only reason I figured it out is because I kept getting these videos that I realized my spirit guides kept bringing them to me every day, and I never clicked on them about you may be a Heyoka empath, the most powerful empath, and I never clicked on them. And then the one day I was sitting there with Brian and we listened to it together out loud, and he just looked at me and he's like, that's you. So that's what it is for me. When people come around me, I mirror their behavior. When I'm by myself, I barely speak. I don't get angry on some shit. I'm a happy person all the time. I joke. I try to find the best part of everything. But then if I get someone who's nasty around me, this is how I trigger people into seeing themselves for who they really are. It's actually a healing tactic that I didn't even realize it was. It's a triggering healing tactic, but it's still, once you understand that that's who you are, you can let people know, I'm mirroring you. This is how you are. This is how you have been in life. You just don't realize it, or you just don't want to see that. There's a Libra or Taurus that mirrors behavior. This card's falling on the floor. Yep. And you got a lot of protection. I feel like these people, like they come around this Empress, this Divine Feminine, right? She brings attention to these people, right? And then she probably mirrors their behavior. And then they say, oh my God, look at this person, huh? 4141. And then what? And then when they move away, what? Let's find out. And then once they move away, too many. Well, what is this? Yeah, their Knight of Cups is a sweetheart, like a good person. Once they move away in the past, that's what they've done. Look, somebody still keeps moving forward. So you can tell the difference in somebody. See, this person goes back to who they were, right? They keep it moving, and then they go back to this Knight of Cups as like a genuinely good person. These other people, though, do not. Yeah. Very calm, knowing, like very, spiritual, very, like it just feels like a lot of people are judging somebody when you should be judging yourselves. If this person's mirroring your behavior and this person's acting out of pocket, that's you. That means you are out of pocket. Plot twist. I feel like that's plot twist for somebody. What are we on now? 42 minutes already? I secretly wish I was you, because I'm a hurt person. You got some people, Divine Feminine, or this could even be Divine Masculine, that wish that they were you. And they can't stand it. So your child is so proud of you. Oh, I know, that's my kid. I love you, Anthony. I love you. Oh. Let's talk about this. I secretly wish I was you, because I'm a hurt person. Tell me about this, please. This could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or just a karmic female here. Somebody who talked a lot of smack or talks a lot of smack. Tell me about this. A Gemini, no doubt. But these are also females that do this spell work. They wish that they were you, Divine Feminine. I feel like somebody wishes that they had, or they're going to wish they had the spiritual protection that you got, bitch. Okay? No doubt. Because something's getting heavy for somebody. It may be heavy when people realize that you were mirroring their behavior. They didn't even realize that that was who they were. You little superhero. Yeah, that's you, Divine Feminine. Yeah, look, somebody is... Either you're the Gemini who they wish they were like, or there's a Gemini that wishes that they were like you. I guess it's going to be different for everybody. But this is definitely karmic females who are very conniving. Like, I have to do spell work to get men to want me. You know, these are the types of chicks that do that. I have to put shit in my dude's food, you know. I have to take his hair out of his hairbrush and stuff like that. When there's another female that just could walk into a room and turn the head of the dude that they're trying to do spell work on to get that type of attention. There could be some people that tested to see what you are like when they're not around. They could have had people spying on you. Like, these are just people that don't have anything else to do. You could have had some people that were like, yo, go be around this person so that we can see what they're like when not, you know what I mean? And they're still putting all of their attention on someone else when they could be living their own life. Some of these people don't even realize they gave up their life for you, divine feminine or divine masculine, whoever this is for. They gave up their entire life for you. Sacral. Creativity or confidence, man. This is no fear. And then you also have the heart chakra on the bottom. So you have a good heart. You're very confident. I feel like there's some people that don't like the fact that you're confident, the fact that you are fearless, the fact that you're creative. These would be like karmic females who all they're creative at is that, that's it. Abracadabra. That's it. They don't have anything else. Or they do, and they don't tap into that shit, you know? I'm on the fence still on whether I feel like everybody has a gift, because there's some people where like the stupid people with the laws of stupidity, people who try to make other people lose, and in the process they're losing things and the other person is gaining, but they still try to make them lose until they lose everything. That's a stupid person. There's laws of stupidity. Check them out on YouTube. You're a lovable person, and some of these people, they can't stand. Why does it bother you that somebody's a loving person? Isn't that the type of people that have helped you in the past? Like, it don't make sense to me. You didn't have hateful people helping you in the past. These people's friends or family members that never did a damn thing for them, or exes, boyfriends, girlfriends, whatever it was, siblings. But it's always the loving people that have helped them out when they needed money or a place to live. So how could you not like that? But you don't mind it when they're handing you shit. It's just real fucked up. Nervous and paranoid because somebody fucked up coming for you. That was 4646 when I flipped this card up there. It's either a Gemini female or they're nervous for coming for you, Gemini. Hold on a second. Yeah, there's a Gemini that's worried. And it could be, this could be the female that we were talking about that's with somebody that murdered their wife and stole money from her. So now she could be like, holy shit. Somebody knows that something's about to go down. Tell me about this. Is currently jealousy shows. Oh, man. I have never been jealous in my life. Never. I have always been around people who had more than me, like financially, the material wise. And you know what? I feel like it's because certain people on this planet that are just grounded and just good people down to their core. We didn't care about material things, you know? We can disattach from anything. I left my fucking car in a parking lot when I realized that people were putting death magic on. I never went back to that bitch. I just left it, okay? I don't care about material shit. I can walk away from people like that. I was never jealous of anybody, man. There were times where I was damn near close to being homeless. And my sister was married to a rich guy. This is before I realized that my firstborn nephew was actually my son's father's child. And she betrayed the shit out of me. But, and I'm cool with that. Like, I've forgiven her. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to find many women like me. Okay? I didn't want to get revenge. I got over it. People make mistakes. You know? It's just one of them things. And I'm supposed to be somebody that you learn from. Right? But anyway, and my sister used to wind up, like, I remember my mom when I was struggling in California, and I'm telling her about how bad it was, and she sends me a picture of my sister's brand new diamond studs that were like, I don't know, 20 grand or something like that, and I'm just like, it's just so ignorant, you know? But I still wasn't angry. I just felt like, why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? It's just because my mother was jealous of me, I realized. And jealousy is so dangerous. That shit can get so dangerous, man. People have died because of someone being jealous. It's unnecessary. It shows triangle. Look, somebody got themselves caught up in a love triangle or something, or somebody may be finding out that they were triangulated. But this is just like someone's really mad at their father. A voodoo doll? Come on, man. Come on, man. I think somebody's realizing that they are fucked because they messed with a voodoo doll on a divine feminine. This could just be a bunch of females, divine feminine, that were so jealous of you they started doing spell work on you. Some of these people are going to wind up dying because of this shit. Someone is currently doing voodoo on you. Target or not, we're nobody's target. You come for a certain person thinking they're a target, they're going to flip that shit on you and you're going to be theirs. Be careful of that shit. We ain't targets over here. You will become my target if this is me. Then you will become my target. Give me a first initial. This could be Nancy. You know what's funny? Remember Nancy Pelosi? I said that people in the government were actually paying people overseas, and I even put the names of the people in the government on my community board. And while I was doing it, I let this play, and that's when Nancy popped up. I was just thinking to myself too, I wonder if that bitch Nancy Pelosi is involved in this shit. And then that's when they put her name up there. Clear that for me, Spirit. Is this Nancy Pelosi you're saying is nervous? You should be, bitch. I'm guessing you watch my channel. You look like you about 10 feet from the grave, bitch. Clear that for me, Spirit. Is she going to wind up watching my video? You should have known better. Clear that for me, Spirit. Clear that for me, Spirit. Does she know that I'm a chosen one? Yeah, you fucked up, man. And all your little minions. And this is why I put the names of the people who secretly were trying to sabotage Trump on my community board. I'm dangerous. Somebody could be praying now because Nancy Pelosi could be actually praying because she paid people overseas to do spell work on me. There's nothing you can do because I feel like you should have stopped doing what the fuck you were doing a long time ago, bitch. Okay? First off, you should have stepped down by now. I mean, you don't look well enough. Between you and Joe Biden, you look like two freaking dingbats is what you look like. You look like you're both about to keel over. I don't really, neither one of you hold any power in my eyes. I hold all the power in this shit. Yeah, you guys are screwed. She could be actually also nervous because I put the names of the 4 dudes secretly that were trying to sabotage Trump. Clear that for me, Spirit. Did she see that I posted those names of those people? Yep. Clear that for me, Spirit. Is she connected to having that done? Yes. Stupid. You're stupid, Nancy. Kamala, you're all fucking dingbats. You came for the wrong bitch. We're not going nowhere. Love you, Philly out.